The following episode contains strong language and some adult themes such as rape and explicit sexual references. Listening advisory is encouraged.
Hi, I'm checking in.
I'm checking in
To the past, future,
future,
and
present.
Hello.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning. I've been awake for 3.5 hours, but good morning.
Me not. Why were you up so early?
Because I had early shift yesterday, so my sleep schedule is...
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's not worth adjusting.
Right, are you ready to check in?
Yes, let's go.
Very first theme episode. Lovely.
Let's eat.
Yeah, right. So, we have food that I prepared, which you can see because this is only auditative. So basically, I will be cooking for Emi for every theme episode. This week we have a
Appreciate it.
cheese avocado tomato toast that's like very basic, very simple, but I thought it would
It's
be nice.
amazing.
Try it.
AMR.
Before you try it,
That was
don't eat
close.
don't eat the side that's like broken. Eat the other side because the side that's broken, there's technically like a barrier. Yeah, this is the side that you should start with.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have a break of 5 minutes.
Yeah,
That shit. Oh my god.
right.
Mm.
Right, so I'm gonna be talking for a while until Emily's done eating. So yeah, I love to cook, and she eats, so perfect match. Today, very first topic. We're talking about dating apps.
It's good. Don't just keep eating.
Yeah, sure.
But I now got the mic as well.
That's what we call multitasking. So the way I thought we would structure it, we're basically going to talk about like our journeys with dating apps, like our experiences, and then afterwards I have like a few like questions for you, like, your worst experience or like the best first date that you had, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't have that much technically, but still stuff like that.
Today.
Perfect. I have 3 questions. Let's see if they're all 3 different people. And the last thing is going to be like a dating simulation of sorts, where we're basically going to, or like we're going to ask each other like questions to keep a conversation going on dating apps as a sort of like fun game. I came up with that like 5 minutes ago.
I like.
Do you want to start so I can eat mine with your journey with dating apps?
One second. You're eating like the aesthetically pleasing and the
Demure?
yeah. And I was like, my experience with dating apps started in, oh my god, what was it? 2021. Yeah. January 2021.
New year, new me.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'm single. I'm ready for some new experiences. It was COVID as well, so you didn't have any chance of getting to know someone. I also just moved a few months ago to a new city. I only knew girls. And I was like, fuck it. I have nothing to lose. And my best friend, so Leo is my male best friend, and I have a female best friend. And my female best friend encouraged me to do it, and I was like, let's go. She was with me, and we just created my Tinder profile. I was like, what do you think of this picture? And she was like, yeah, you should go with that one, and you should have this one first, da-da-dee-da-da. So like, I don't know if you know about the Tinder experience for girls, but girls, it's basically like, give it an hour max, and you have like 99 plus likes, because so many guys on that app and few girls.
Or
I think
maybe you're just very pretty.
Thank you, but I think it's just men being like, oh my god, girls, and girls are more picky I want to say. They're more like I don't like the vibes, or this is like, he looks like a fuckboy, I'm not looking for this, or I don't like how he look. But no, boy, just like yes, 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 yes. I don't even remember in what, do I left or right, whatever.
I don't
I don't
know.
remember. Good for. And that's how I met my ex, my second boyfriend at that time. I want to say I wasn't very. I was picky.
Mm.
I literally went on one date from there. It was with him, and I hit it off.
Mm.
I think at that time I wanted a boyfriend. I wanted physical intimacy. I wanted to cuddle. I wanted to go on dates. I wanted to do stuff.
Was it because of like the poll or like during COVID loneliness?
So actually, he gaslit me. Not in like the worst way ever, but I consider for a long time if I should like him or if I should not swipe him. And the last picture he had on his Tinder profile was of an Australian Shepherd, with my favorite dog breed in the entire world, and that is the reason I swiped him. And then I found out that that was a random dog off the internet. He doesn't have a dog, nor does he know dogs, but he likes dogs. But I was like, what? And yeah, our first date was one day after my birthday. I don't know if you still remember that. Of course you do. And it was nice. It was really nice. He told me afterwards that I had bad breath because I didn't eat before before the date, and sometimes that can happen.
Uh-huh.
Felt so bad. Like, you should have never told me that ever in your entire life. Never. But yeah, it was a toxic relationship, but it only had its ups and downs. If you see Leo's face right now.
I'm just eating.
Listen,
I'm just
comparing it to my first ever relationship, there's
I thought
only
you were gonna say compared to your relationships.
no. Compared to my first relationship, like, it could only go up from that point.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was nice, but some needs weren't met. I think for both of us, but I think also a lot for me. Well, anyway.
Did you delete the app basically after the first date?
Ooh, no.
Huh?
I think we even talked about it and we deleted it either mutually, or I told him, or he told me. So he was more ready than me, and he basically, I think after our first date, he was like, yo, you want to be like exclusive, you want to do this, you want to do that. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. It was
That's
one
always
date.
a bad sign, yeah.
It's one date. I enjoyed the date, but let's not give ourselves. It took me, I think, 2 months to agree to be his girlfriend. I think it's not a lot of time. No, it was a nice time. Like, I look back fondly, mostly toward whatever. But
And
yeah, it wasn't the right thing.
After the relationship, when did you reinstall like dating apps?
Damn, that took a while because Tinder nowadays is mostly for like one-time things, and I'm not really interested in that. So I think within that city, I didn't want to reinstall because I was too scared to see him.
Yeah.
Not scared, but I was like, that would be so awkward. I don't want to do that. So we broke up, and then I went abroad. Then I came back for a few more months, and then abroad for half a year, and then I came back for half a year, and then I went abroad again. So it was just a lot of back and forth, and I didn't want to have a relationship back then, to be honest. I just wanted to live my life, make my experiences, and I'm happy about it. So in 2023, no, 3, 4, oh, works now. 24. Sorry. At this point, I don't even have to think about it. August 2024, I went to the UK. And like, I'm here for 6 months. I literally have nothing to lose again. So I installed Tinder, and then I quickly realized, okay, I get what Tinder is for. I'm not really interested in that. So I downloaded Bumble. And it happened to me again that I swiped someone where I was like, maybe I listen. Don't do that. It's not a yes. It's not it.
There's so many fish out in the sea. Don't take the
Yeah.
mediocre ones. At least the ones that are mediocre to you.
Yeah. You should always think like, yes. And I didn't date, but I had one first date with one guy. And then I had some other dates with another guy. But both of those, it was not it. Just talking about dating apps, so that was not included.
Do you remember like when we were like 12, 13, 14, 15, like that kind of age?
No.
No, but do you like remember? Because dating apps, they didn't start like apps. They didn't start until like we were the level of our teenage years, I would say. I mean, of course, I think Tinder
Didn't even
exists
think
since
about
like
that.
2011, probably something like that.
Mhm.
So technically, it is before like we were ready to do it.
Yeah.
But do you remember like the first dating profile like websites? What those were? The mainstream-ish.
No.
In TV, of advertisement and at the beginning of like the 2010s was like Parship or like Elite.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And nowadays, you would never see any kind of dating app advertisement on like TV or like radio or like.
You do Tinder advertisements.
Yes, but they're only on like social media or they are on
Yeah, on
like
YouTube and
programs
stuff.
outside.
Yeah.
Boards and stuff.
Yeah. That is true.
And like Elite Partner, all these like.
Well, also, like, I think it's not really, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but in my head, it's not really for people that are proper adults that are looking for relationships. So I think they're just targeting their audience, you know?
I feel like it's a culture thing, maybe.
Wow.
Because I feel like in the
I
modern.
can't imagine someone who's like 50 swiping on Tinder. I can.
Also want love.
On Tinder.
Touch.
Yeah, that's what they want.
I know someone very close to me who I think she was using Tinder. I don't exactly know, but she's not into like hooking up.
So why is she using Tinder?
I'm not really sure if it was Tinder, but it was definitely. I think it was.
They're not only those kind of people on Tinder, but mainly.
Probably because
a lot of them.
That maybe does not even know like other alternatives.
Maybe, yeah.
They like the mainstream ones because those are the ones that are like.
But Bumble is also mainstream. Whatever.
Like I said, I don't know exactly which one she uses, but
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like how it started in our country with like Parship, Elite Partner, those like very high level dating apps, I would say, or like dating websites.
At 12 minutes. 12 minutes.
Yeah,
Every 12 minutes,
someone on Parship in love.
Yeah, and it's like
that was slogan.
someone. Two people, but like one person. That was such a meme.
That was the slogan, yeah. All right. Well, my experience is
I just wanted to ask.
Very different. Right. I have written everything down, of course. So the first time I was using a dating app was in 2014, and I was 13.
Bro!
Yep.
Bro, but again.
Scandalous, I know. So basically, I had.
So you lied because you usually have to like take I think 16. 18.
So I had an email address. I was I feel older as my sister, who's 7.5 years older than I am. So basically, by the time I was 11, I was technically of age, according to this email address. Back then was just easy because you made a new email address. You said, this is my birth date, and they were like, okay, perfect. There was no like double.
I didn't even think about doing that.
See?
The missed opportunities.
I did it because I wanted to have Facebook and PayPal. But anyways, so basically, they didn't ask like a proper verification of your age when you were signing up back in like 2014. That only happened like after I was already 18. So it must have been like 2018, 19, 20. Like around that time, they were like actually asking for like a verification.
Yeah.
So it was easy for me to get on dating apps. I was using Grindr. And here's the thing, and I feel like a lot of people who are gay, especially gay men, I don't necessarily say like gay women, but especially gay men. If you're in a small town, there is no possibility, especially in the like 2010s. Nowadays, it's different, but especially in the 2010s, and especially in the early 2010s, to like meet other people that are your sexuality and your gender. So dating apps was sort of like, or like the online world was sort of the only way to find it out. Other options were like having something with your like straight friend that was like questioning, but then turned out to be just like straight and whatever. And but like actual people that were interested in things as you, blah blah blah, impossible. So I started when I was 18. Obviously, very very bad idea because there were like a lot of guys were like taking advantage of that. And age on the app was still 18. So they thought my face, 18-year-old person. And some people were like, you don't look like you're 18. You're like 16. And I was like, yeah, sure. Go with 16. And there were a lot of guys who were like, oh, I don't mind that.
Of course not.
And yeah, I don't mind your age either. The plus person. I never listen. I was just texting. I didn't never met with anyone.
Texting.
No. I was never in the nudes game. And like also back then, that was not really like a thing. Yeah, I feel like only later on. All right. Well,
anyway.
So the first time I met someone was in 2018, actually, over dating app, and I remember it so clearly because it was like a very very horrible experience. Basically, my parents were not at home for some reason. I don't know why. And I was texting with this dude, and he was like, he can come over, and I was like, okay, but I don't like want to have like sex or anything. I just like.
Good.
Because it was like my first time over our dating app, I was like, okay, let's like take it slow. Blowjob is the first.
Yeah,
I will
also
go.
be safe.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Not protective, safe, but like.
Yes. So he came over. We went into my room. We immediately started making out. He was like very aggressive, which back then I didn't know how to handle. So as I said, it was like agreed upon that we would not have sex. And then what ended up happening is we had sex without like my consent. So first experience was a rape experience. Yay!
That's so fucked up.
And he left after like 5 minutes. So he didn't finish or anything. He like stopped, left the room, running downstairs like a crazy person. So he was like, he knew he did something wrong. It was still like so weird. So I walked after him, and like by the time I was downstairs, he was out of the house.
Wow.
And then he immediately blocked me.
So basically just took advantage of you and was like, okay, I'm done, bye.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, he unblocked me and texted me, and he was like, what's up?
Are you serious? How old was he?
23? Yep. And I thought I had AIDS. And that was the first time when I got tested. So it must have been like end of October, early November, and the first time I got tested was right before Christmas. Because like this 6 weeks of the last time you had sex that you need to wait for this to be like very, very accurate. Yeah. And ever then I'm testing like yearly. And I didn't have sex.
Happened to you?
Huh?
Sorry that happened to you.
That was my first experience, right?
And it's only getting worse from here. No.
So it was mostly Grindr. Then I had this thing in university where I would download Tinder because of a student that was sitting in front of us, usually in lectures, and who would like swipe through all the guys for fun. And so I did the same thing. I was like downloading it, and I was just for the experience of swiping. I was not actually looking for anybody. I was swiping, and then when I was out of candidates, I would delete the app.
You know, there are other games you can play on the
I
phone.
know, but I don't know. I feel like, and maybe other people can relate to that, but I feel like the swiping experience is so satisfying. You're like no, yes. I don't know what it does to my brain, but the serotonin is working.
It is fun, especially if you do something like if you watch TV or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. I get it.
I wasn't doing it like actively like searching for someone. I was just like, no.
Get it.
So my very heavy dating app time was after my first relationship. So this heavy Grindr usage, which it was, started basically after a friend broke up with me. Because I'm not gonna let myself be affected that much.
Go queen.
Yes. And so I had sex like exactly a week after he broke up with me for the first time with like another person. Which, looking back, red flag. But yeah.
I mean, it was your first relationship, and you just, I think, wanted the pain also to be over.
Yes.
Like, not to allow the pain.
Yeah, I was passive partner wise in the first relationship all the time,
Okay.
and I would be like completely the opposite. So the first
Got it.
like date, like hookup, was me not being passive but active.
Mm.
Which-
Just a rebel. You were like, fuck it.
New city, new me. So basically, that was from like September 2019 until January 2021. Funny because we stopped at the same time.
Whoa. Sorry, that took a second.
Yeah. Because I remember I had like a date with this guy like end of January 2021,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like sort of hookup, but not really. And then never led anywhere. And I was like I'm entering my asexual phase, and that was exactly what happened. Like I stopped being like horny or anything sexual for like over a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next time I reinstalled it, I was literally using it for networking and not for yeah, it's crazy. And the thing is, Pavel is the person who like got me into this like concept of like using dating apps as networking. And I remember when you were moving to the UK, you were also like, I'm downloading it not to find like the love of my life, but also for like connecting.
Yeah, that is true.
And I feel like that's also a shift with dating apps in general, that people nowadays really use it for like finding friends.
Yeah, and you can do that on Bumble. Like you can
Yeah.
state you want like a relationship or friends.
Exactly.
I'm doing like unpaid advertisement for Bumble at this point.
I mean, Hinge is
But
also a great
I
app.
did really like it. It's
See?
a lot better than Tinder.
Yeah, like that's basically the journey that I had with it. The only thing which I thought was very interesting to mention. So, because my journey in 2013, I always had this like love relationship with dating apps as is. But I'm now at this point where I'm like, I don't want to meet anyone over a dating app. I like the real life experience. I like the sort of like romantic, oh my god, in a coffee shop kind of situations, even though that doesn't really happen. I mean, it does happen, but
it does happen. For me, it would never happen because I don't leave the house. So, and that's how I met my current boyfriend.
Because I was on dating apps for like a very, very long time, I had this sort of like affinity towards Grindr where sometimes I would just download the app, make an account, and just check who's on there, just out of interest, not out of like, I want to this person, just out of interest, who's like currently, because I have been living in the same city basically all my life.
Did you upload pictures?
No. It was literally
Then
not
I
about,
believe you.
it was literally not about like getting sex or like meeting people for dates.
Curiosity.
Just curiosity. And I remember in my last relationship, I did it before the holiday with this person, like the big holiday.
Wait, you were in a relationship and you downloaded the app?
I wanted to download the app. My phone number is blocked on Grindr, so I would need to ask another person for the phone number.
Me.
So I wanted to download it. My friend found out about that, and oh my god, you're cheating on me. And I was like, I'm valid concern, of course, because like dating app.
Yeah.
But I was like, how am I ever going to explain to him so that he will believe it? And I couldn't. And basically, that was like really the end of that relationship.
Well, honestly, even if that was the reason, good for you.
I know. But it's like this thing of, I mean, I understand like from his viewpoint, okay, someone else is downloading a date that is very, very notorious for
fight.
For like, not dating.
Honestly, no, I don't know if I'd be cool with that. I'd be really sad, to be honest. But I think the only way I would agree to that would be like, okay, let's look through it together. I can see that you're not doing shit. Like, I don't know. I think that's a really weird concept. And if I was in a relationship with someone that does that, I'd be like so upset.
You need to consider though that he was telling everybody that we're in an open relationship.
I forgot about that. And I told you that you were cheating. I back everything I just said. Valid. It was all valid. You're good. Period.
And then after I broke up with him, like literally the week after, he had with someone else over Grindr to have like his payback moment. Because I was like, well, you downloaded it to try to find someone. And I was like, that's not what I was doing.
And you were like, bitch, I already had sex.
Yeah. I have never cheated on anybody in my life. I want to make that very clear.
Yeah, period.
Wouldn't mean that I will not do it in the future. But
I
so
can
far,
see you doing that.
yeah, kind of me neither.
I literally
I
can't
had
see you
like
doing
a
that.
bunch of opportunities in both jobs actually,
Okay, sorry.
and I like never
No, you're that type
entertained
of
that.
person. Would consider an open relationship though.
Mm,
Got it.
don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Mm.
Should we take a short break? All right, we'll take a short break. Dating apps, lovely.
Yep.
Before I start with like the best experience, worst experience, blah blah, blah, do you have any advice for people using dating apps?
First of all, go for it. So be safe. So if someone doesn't have pictures, don't do it.
Oh no, don't never.
Never.
I've been catfished twice, I think.
Yeah. Never. When you decide to go on a first date, do it at a public place.
Yes.
So don't go
Coffee
to their
shop,
house. Don't
museum.
allow them in your house. Unless you know them, of course, and you know that they are trustworthy. Yeah. If it's summer, go to the park, go for a walk, like grab an ice cream. There's so many options. And also don't get too frustrated because it can be tough. Like
Yeah.
it can be really frustrating.
I feel like especially in the beginning, you're like, I want this to happen so fast.
Yeah.
But the more experience you have with this kind of like STEM, and also like the older you get, the more like, nah, wasn't it on the first date, don't want second one.
And be true to yourself and also be honest.
Yeah.
If you realize, even while just texting, you're like, I don't like it.
Next
You're
one.
not bound to anything or anyone. And also, if you have one date and you're like, nah, say it. Don't
Yeah.
be rude. Like, be nice. But if the person is a shithead, then don't be nice.
Don't
But-
ghost, don't just soft block.
Yeah, just tell them. Like,
And the first picture is a nude.
run for your life. No.
Actually, that is a very great segue into one of my questions that I have for you. What is the most unhinged first message that you received on a dating app?
I would remember as a girl on a dating app.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody asked for like boob size or
That is unhinged for you? It's
the
basic information. No, I'm kidding.
I don't even know because so when I used Tinder, they could only message you unless they had like golden or something if they matched with you.
Yes, right.
So that is very good because without that feature, Lord help me.
Yeah, true.
I think mainly just being sexualized or like sexual things. So about the guy being like, "We my dick," and I'm like,
No, thank you.
no, I really don't. I don't remember because the conversations I would keep going with.
Yeah, no, of
They're
course
just
not.
like
Of course not. Yeah. Unfollow,
yeah, block. What about you? Oh,
I feel like the most unhinged.
Three.
I feel like the most unhinged one was like the guy, and he was like, so basically, I feel like there are like way worse ones out there, but I would have to not have like really bad ones. But the one I can think of off the top of my head is like, I'm in this hotel room, the door locked. There are like 10 guys coming, and you just use and abuse me however you like, and then pictures of this person in this like hotel room and like all the different angle poses and stuff like that. And I was like, I mean, technically it's your consent, but this is like a like rape gangbang.
well, I'll start that topic, but yeah.
So I was like, I think I just ignored it. I wasn't like blocked because I was like, I don't think this person is going to message me again. But I just ignored it, and I was like,
Basically just an orgy. Was that on Grindr?
yeah, of course. On Grindr, you can just message anyone that's in like your radius.
What?
Yeah,
That is
that works.
good to know. I will not accept any other verification going forward from the app for you.
Right, because you have it in your hand.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I don't have dating apps anymore. It's been a long time.
And will not have again after now hearing these stories.
Yeah.
No.
Don't worry, I think I'm done. All right. What is your worst experience on a dating app? Doesn't have to be like an actual meeting, can also be like a message or like a technical difficulty or whatever. Like just
Well, I didn't have very dramatic experiences, but the first one was on Tinder and I just talked to a guy. At least 2 weeks or something, which is a long time on Tinder. And he always was like, yeah, we should meet up, da dee da da. And then I think he blew it up 2 times.
Yes, I remember.
Do you remember?
Yeah, of
and
course,
I was
of
like,
course.
and I literally texted him like, you know, you can just be upfront and tell me if you don't want to meet me. It's not a problem. And even if you still do, I don't want to. We're done.
Yeah.
There was nothing even there, but we're done.
But it was like you were supposed to meet, right? And then he would cancel
Yeah.
like last minute. So you weren't at the
I
location
think
yet.
so. No. I wasn't at the location, but I think I was at least getting ready or like preparing for it.
Yeah.
But that I think was the second worst. The worst one was with the first date I had. I think it was through Bumble. That was the first Bumble date I had. And he was really nice. He was really kind. He was good looking. He was a little short, but that was okay. And we had a nice first date. We really talked about a lot of things. He opened up, I opened up, and it was really nice. And we were like, we should do this again sometime, da dee da da, but not like we should do this again sometime, but like seriously. And then he didn't text me the next day, the day after that, and I think he didn't text for like at least days or maybe even a week.
But you
and
also didn't text him.
I'm the girl.
No.
If you don't take the initiative to
no.
just text me, and I texted him. I confronted him, and I was like, "What's up? You didn't text for a week. Everything okay?" And he was like, "Oh, you're so controlling." Like, yeah. I don't remember if this is like 100% the truth. I don't remember exactly, but I remember that I was like, "Yo, you didn't text me for a week and like you're like take it chill." No, we texted on Bumble like every day, and then you just stop after the first date.
Yeah, that's
Just tell me if you didn't like me or didn't like the date. It's not a problem. But then he became like so bitchy and was really toxic and manipulative and gaslighting, and like been there, done that. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm so done. Thank you. Yeah, and then I met the other guy, but it just also wasn't it. And I deleted the app again. I was like, nah.
Yeah. That experience, and you're like, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, but I had a date with the other one after, multiple dates with the other one after that, but nah.
Or you?
Nah, I'm just not up for the stress.
Would you say that was your best first date though? With this, that was then toxic afterwards.
Like dating app?
Dating app first date, yeah. Which one was it?
The one after that.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Lovely. What did you do?
I don't even remember exactly. Oh my god, I feel so bad. The thing is, we had multiple dates, and I can't really pinpoint what we did when. But the nicest one we had was when we went skiing.
Right, in this indoor skiing
That
hall,
was
right?
so much fun.
Yes.
Oh, we went mini golfing. I think the very first day, and literally kicked his ass. Like, I was so good.
I love that you did so much like fun stuff with this person.
Yeah, it was so much fun. But that was a really good test for me of how he acts when he loses. He was so good about it. I didn't know if I was good or bad at mini golfing. The last time I mini golf was maybe 10 years ago. And I had so much luck, or just natural. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. And I think we either did multiple courses or we went on another day as well. Like arcade stuff. Like, it was just so much fun. Also went to the park.
Those abilities you have in the UK.
That's not true.
I can't do half of these things here.
Skiing? Go skiing. Let's go skiing. Let's do it.
I skiing, but I'm saying just like the possibility. I cannot mini golf here.
Yeah, you can. There's
where?
mini golf.
Where?
Somewhere.
Like, of course,
I'm sure there are.
Of course, if I drive like 2 hours, but like in here, like this city, no, they don't even have an arcade.
We have this bar with pool tables and darts.
I hate all of these. Maybe it's a me problem.
You're the problem. Yeah, honestly. No, there's so many possibilities.
Sure.
Well, I just town, but Germany, I mean. The
No,
UK is like, we have shit weather, so we have to like
100%.
perform indoors.
100%. No, it's not. It's city, not the country.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
No, but it was a lot of fun, but I just realized it wasn't it.
Yeah. And if vibe's not there, then it's not there.
Yeah.
And you communicate it and you move on to the next person.
Yup.
Or not. All right. Dating simulator. So basically, the way we're going to do this is on this,
What's your favorite color?
Yeah, shit like that. So on this, I have only like X 7 questions, but then I have another website. So basically, you number
All right.
in 1 and 7, and
7.
and I do the same thing.
Oh, okay.
And you need the question, and I ask you the other question.
Okay,
and
7.
Okay.
You're not even done explaining.
If you could time travel, which eras would be on your list? Oh, I would have that question.
First of all, even if future is possible, I wouldn't want to go into the future.
No, never future.
Ooh! Sorry, that was so loud. Honestly, I think kindergarten.
With multiple eras, though, you not just one, right? So you have to pick between all of existence, but you can pick multiple.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, what happened 10 years? No. It's just like, if you go back, it's like, ooh, Second World War. Ooh, First World War. Ooh, crises. So I'm like,
Kindergarten.
no, I'd like to see dinosaurs though, but I'll die within a day. Wait, am I like ghost level seeing or here as a person? Because I'd love to see dinosaurs.
However you would define time travel.
Well, time travel is like you can still die, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Then not dinosaurs. I wouldn't survive that. I'd love to see Michael Jackson. That's random.
Okay.
That's so random. I just thought about that. And stop the sentimental one. Going back, like when my dad was still here, and honestly just hug him. And hug him.
Kindergarten.
No, I think older.
Okay, so like 2015-ish.
I'm not sure exactly. And even if he doesn't believe me, just tell him like what's been going on with my life. Be like,
oh my god,
this
yeah.
happened. He'd be like, you're fucking crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Mental hospital. Well, wouldn't treat back then.
That's a message. All right, you go. I did not read the other one, so I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 4. Oh my god, who would have thought?
Ooh. That's a good one. When was the last time? Sorry, I had to read it first.
Yeah, no
When
worries.
was the last time you laughed until you cried? What happened?
So the last time was the last episode, and we forgot to press record, and we realized it after like half an hour, and I laughed for 5 to like 7 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was. I mean, it was awful, but it was funny.
No, I mean,
But
it
it's awful.
literally, oh my god, the best. Literally the best. Okay, now I'm just gonna swipe up and down, and at one point you're gonna say stop, and then I'm gonna do whatever I see first, because it's like multiple.
Stop.
Be honest, are you a good kisser?
Honestly, don't know. I don't want to ask.
The other person, if you're a good kisser? Leave it at that.
I think, okay, so I think I was a better kisser when I was younger, because I was like, fuck it, like, I'm gonna have some fun. Now, I think I'm okay.
You're gonna make me reminisce about my whole face. Not whole face. You were never in a whole, but like.
Yeah, I get it.
You know which face
Where
I mean.
I was like, want the attention of guys.
Oh my god, that was the best time. Literally.
I'm not bad. I'm okay. I'm solid.
She.
Yep. I think you're a much better kisser.
I'm a terrific kisser. Literally.
Yeah, I can imagine that. What? You need to tell me what you do. Wait, you need to scroll up. Down.
Yeah, just up, down, whatever, and I stop at one point whenever you want to. For time's sake, I'm gonna say stop.
That's a long question. No! Okay, I'll take the one above. What's the best compliment you've ever received? I need a screenshot
Blanking.
of that face. I need that as a sticker. Oh my god, please. Please, I need that as a sticker.
Oh, what I'm gonna say? You asked Mona the question what she values about the friendship she has with me the most, right? So like the most compliment that I regard very highly. So I'm gonna say her compliment, but you haven't listened to the episode yet. I'm not gonna say it, and you will when the episode drops. But
Boring
she was
answer.
like saying a lot of stuff, and I was like, Oh my god.
Yeah, I think you haven't heard a lot of compliments, have you? You're beautiful, you're very kind,
know-
and you're loved.
Do you know? Do you know The Help, the movie?
Didn't get into his head at all.
Do you know the movie The Help? Basically, these women in the 1950s, 60s, maybe. There's this motto, mantra, whatever you want to call it, where the main character, played by Viola Davis, one of the best actresses of all time.
Who's Viola Davis? I think I
How to
just
Get
know
Away
her
with Murder? The main
I
lawyer, the main character,
think so.
like
I
woman that's
think
always
so.
drunk and that always walks like crooked. It matter, whatever.
Okay.
And she tells this like white child that she basically takes care of and is like the mother for because she's like, you are beautiful.
Yeah, okay,
you're-"
I know her. Yeah.
That's what that reminded me
Oh,
of.
she says, you is kind,
Kind,
you is
is
pretty,
pretty.
you is smart.
I love that so much. Oh my god. Why almost every time I watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's do one more for each person. If you could only, oh, that's good for you. I read eat and I was like, that's for you. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Things. This station meals, but they change.
You have for the rest of your life. It's a
That
hard
is
question.
such a struggle. Oh no. I want to have one meal for the rest.
Okay, make it easier. Let's say you only have 7 days left to live and you only can eat one thing for those 7 days.
I have a hyperfixation on a snack right now, but not a meal.
Yeah, snack is not very satisfying.
It's super satisfying, but I'm not going to share it with you. I love it. I'm not sure what even. I don't. Okay, wait.
And she says, I'm very bad at making decisions.
I can't even think of food I like right now.
Because you're so much...
Käsespätzle.
Okay. Period. Of that. Very good answer.
For anyone not understanding, that's a German and the better version of mac and cheese. Just imagine mac and cheese
But
and how
better.
you wish it
Oh
would
my God.
taste like
Yeah.
and the potential.
I love that answer. Oh my god, every day Juli Spätzle.
Yeah, the thing is you can like top it off with different
Exactly,
things.
exactly.
Yeah. Wait, that's too far. It's between two. I'll choose. It's also no, it's okay. What's your ultimate weekend plan? Lazy lion or action-packed adventure?
Okay, so that's a very easy one.
The one below was even easier.
So if you count weekend as Saturday and Sunday, Sunday is the chill day. Literally like wake up late, which for me is like 9 a.m.
Crazy.
Very slow morning with like maybe read a book.
Doom scrolling.
No. I try to avoid that as much as possible. I doom scroll usually at night, not in the morning. Have my cereal. A bit for like the next week, which for me isn't, I mean, it's technically productive time, but like it doesn't feel as productive. And it's like planning. I love planning.
Yeah, that's fun.
And then what I do now, which I started this year and which I'm so excited about, is I watch an old movie on every Sunday. I'm calling it Classical Sundays.
Aww.
And started, the very first Sunday was Down to Earth from like 1953, I think. And it's a Technicolor movie. Do you know what Technicolor is? Okay. It's a specific way of like filming a movie. And the colors are like very specific. Color. It basically cannot be done anymore today because it would be too expensive and way too hard to do. So that was already a great start. But last Sunday, I watched Roman Holiday with Audrey Hepburn. And oh my god, it is literally one of the best movies I have seen in my whole life. I gave it 5 stars. I gave it a like. I wrote like a review.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh my fucking god. And I'm so excited to like watch all of these other classics. I have written down all classics until like, I feel like March. So every Sunday I'm watching like a classic movie.
Oh, cute.
And then sometimes there are community days. So I meet up with my aunt and we go like 1 or 2 hours for a walk and like catch Pokemon. And like
wholesome.
Yeah. That's Sunday. And then my
like Pokemon Go Pokemon. We're not talking about like real Imagine.
Yeah, and every
so
Sunday we go
down.
to the Safari Zone and catch up.
You'd be so down.
Yeah, and Saturday I would say I have like the fun day, but like the fun as in like maybe go out, meet friends, and like do stuff.
Yeah.
Mix between
Sorry.
And that's the cue to end the episode.
As well. Very nice talking to
Oh
you.
my god, I know what I forgot to do.
What?
I'm very sorry. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna do it in the next episode, but I've like the theme. We need to pick the theme for the next episode, and I wrote down all of the themes and put them in like paper and then clipped them together, and then we could draw them. But I forgot the ladder there in. But
We can do that next time.
yeah,
No worries.
I'm gonna write a reminder right now for the next episode. I'm so sorry that I forgot that.
Don't worry. You brought food.
You know what I'm gonna do? Because whatever mistakes happen, what you're gonna tell me now is your question that you have for our next guest. Emmy, we're gonna just switch up the structure just for this month. What is the question you have, or like the questions you have for our next guest?
So my question is, what is your approach to being a mother as an artist, and how do you want your child to grow up in regard to your own business?
Yes. Well, I'm looking very forward to asking these questions. I think that's it for today.
Yep.
We will hear you in 10 days, and until then, take care. Bye.
Bye bye.